We all have a story, how and where we grew up, what we want to accomplish in our lives, our successes and failures, our hopes and dreams. Pine Street Inn's story began in 1969 on Pine Street in Chinatown, offering 200 homeless men a safe alternative to the streets. In 1980, Pine Street moved to the iconic Tower building in the South End, where it also began offering services to women. Then, in 1984, the organization opened its first permanent residence. Today, Pine Street provides more housing than shelter, with over 850 men and women in 38 residencies in Greater Boston.
I came to Pine Street Inn because I read an article in the Boston College Alumni magazine about Paul Sullivan, who was the person who started Pine Street. And I came in for an interview, and after a year, I was really completely smitten with the place and the people and the guests. Pine Street's still the place you come if you have absolutely no place else to turn. And Pine Street is the place where you know you will be welcomed, and we will do everything we can to help you knit the pieces of your life back together. You know, I feel beyond blessed and fortunate to have landed here, and I'm really grateful that I've been allowed to be here this long.
With thousands of volunteers and supporters each year, Pine Street Inn benefits from the generosity of individuals, foundations, and corporations. Why do they support Pine Street? Each one has a reason why.
Pine Street is such a huge institution in our community, and it's so important to me to be able to contribute in any way to help support the efforts that they have going on here and impact any of the guests' lives in any way that we can.
Volunteering has impacted my life positively. I think it's enriched me as a person. It's made me very grateful for the things I have. And it's also made me realize that there's so many more things I can do for my community.
Working at a homeless shelter is not for everyone. It takes someone with a positive outlook, ready to offer a kind word, and the belief that people can change their lives and their stories.
I do housekeeping. And I get around the whole building, and everybody that sees me, they have something for me to do, or can I help them with this, can I help them with that? I love it because I love helping people, doing things, I just love it. They look up to me a lot because they respect me and I respect them. I look at it like they have problems, I have problems. We all have problems, so it's like, it's just how you deal with it and cope with it. The programs down here are so different, wow, it's amazing. Like I said, this is like a big family, and so it's like home. You can't ask for nothing better than Pine Street.
If you've never been homeless, it's hard to imagine what it's like. We think of homelessness as happening to someone else. It could never happen to us. If you have a job, a home, a family, it can't happen. But it can, and does.
I was an electrical engineer for 24 years, graduated college back in 1984. I was married, had a home, I have a son, and I never thought I'd be homeless. That just never entered my mind. That was not, part of my future. And then back in 2007, my wife and I separated, led to a divorce. In 2009, I was laid off from my job, and I got unemployment. I was looking for a job, but my mental health was just spiraling down. I went to other shelters and didn't really get what I was needing. And then I had a friend that was actually in one of the programs at Pine Street, and he said, you really need to come over here because they got a lot of good stuff going on. And then finally, I made the move. At Pine Street is where I started to feel hope. It wasn't like magically everything's going to get better right away. But it's by step we'll help you put the bricks in place to rebuild your life.
For more than 30 years, Pine Street Inn has provided permanent supportive housing to homeless men and women in Greater Boston. Pine Street helps individuals rebuild their lives through programs and, perhaps even more important, with caring support. In the process, men and women rewrite their stories with hopeful endings.